Okay, so I've been waiting a long time to do this video. This is the video critiquing the show 13 Reasons on Netflix and why it is a commercial for kids to commit suicide. Okay? So for those of you guys who don't know, 13 Reasons is a show that Netflix did about a girl who committed suicide, and then she gave her, there's a set of like 13 tapes that she made explaining why she killed herself, and each tape is basically blaming someone else, their contribution to her suicide. Okay? So the way that the creators and the marketing team of 13 Reasons want you to view this show, it's a wake-up call to about bullying in America and sexual assault and how lonely people can be and suicide in America. It's a wake-up call. Okay? And if you asked 80% of the people who watched it, they would go, this is a really important show for you to watch. Like, wow, everyone needs to watch this show. Okay, creators, marketers, and 80%, you're morons. Okay? My kids, if I had a depressed teenager, I would literally never let them watch that show. In a million years. Like, in a million years. What the show says, if you actually watch it, if the moral of the story on 13 Reasons, and by the way, 2 kids in the Bay Area killed themselves and cited 13 reasons why. Okay, so I said this before that happened. What 13 Reasons says is, if I kill myself and I make some big dramatic gesture about it, like making tapes or making a set of YouTube videos or anything like that, then not only will I become the biggest deal ever after I'm dead, but every person who wronged me is going to realize what they did and just have to live with that. Also, killing myself is easy. It's everyone else's fault. It's also the fault of the people who didn't help me, even though I never asked for help. Like, the messages in this show are so absurd. Like, absurd. Like, one of the tapes is about, like, a guy made a list of, this girl, like, they're high school kids, okay? He made a list of, like, this girl has best eyes. This girl's the funniest. This girl has the best ass. And she's the girl that had the best ass. And they somehow made this, like, this entire episode about how, this guy making this list saying she's got a great ass led to her killing herself. And this guy's sitting here like, I just didn't know. It's like, dude, seriously? And then another one was like, because a guy knew she was sad and like didn't go and talk to her. It's like, it's so ludicrous. The therapist is sitting there asking her, like, what's wrong? Like, tell me what's going on. And she just sits there like, and doesn't say anything. And they literally paint it like this therapist like completely shit the bed. Like, he didn't help her. She was right there. He's literally like, what's wrong? And she's like, and doesn't say anything. Like, he's a high school therapist. Like, he's a high school counselor. Do like the top counselors in the world go be high school counselors that are gonna like, use their Freudian like expertise to just like pull the problems out of a student? If you don't tell anyone what your problem is, then it's still just your problem. Okay? You have to ask for help. She doesn't ask for help from anybody. She just kills herself and then blames everyone else, and it's a great show. Like, literally, never let your kids watch this show, ever. If you have even the slightest concern. As a matter of fact, just don't let them watch it anyway, because it's a shit show. It was entertaining enough that I ended up watching the whole thing, but it's believe me, it is not sending the message that everyone thinks it is. Don't let your kids watch it. That's it.